Hi.
Welcome to Sister Chat.
Sister Chat.
Sister Chat. I'm Tiffany.
Monica.
And we're back with another topic. And our topic is It Takes a Village.
Yes. And this topic came about on social media. Someone had posted that they are not afraid to correct other people's children if they see those children misbehaving.
Was this person family or was it a friend?
This person was a friend of the children, not family of the children, not family of me.
But I'm saying, it's not one of our family members.
Oh, not one of our family members.
Okay.
No. It was an acquaintance, friend, social media person.
Okay.
And what they were saying is, they're not afraid to correct other people's children. If they see the children misbehaving, even if the parents are there, they will still correct them. My response to that was, you can't talk to my kids ever. That's not the way it works. You can't come correct my kids ever, period, point blank. That's the end of it. Someone responded to me saying, well, what happens to It Takes a Village? And it got me thinking, and I did this whole long thing about it. For me, when it comes to It Takes a Village, first off, my village needs to get vetted by me. I think a lot of people get it mixed up in thinking that just because we're in the same community, or we may be the same race or ethnicity, that it's okay for you to speak to my kids out of turn. And that's exactly what it is. It's out of turn. Just because we're in the same community, in the same neighborhood, doesn't mean that you are wholesome enough to give any guidance to my kids. And if I didn't say that you could, if I didn't give you the okay, then don't say anything.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Don't say anything. And of course, a lot of people were against that. They were against that thought because they feel like some people took my comment pretty personal, thinking that, what they're trying to say, what I'm saying is I'm perfect and I know what's right. And they're right. I do know what's right for my kids. They are right on that. Am I perfect? I'm perfectly imperfect. But as far as anything that happens with my kids, anybody that interacts with my kids, I gotta vet you first, period. Period. I don't care if we're all black. I don't care if we're all women. I don't care if we're all living in the same apartment, on the same street. If I haven't given you the go ahead, don't feel that you can ever correct my kids.
Yeah. I'm kind of in between, because I feel like, it takes a village, but like you said, you have to vet that village, because if you're like, well, it's the people that you're living next door to, your neighborhood and stuff, you can have prostitutes living on your street. I mean, California, we talked about our current rent situation and how there's a lot of homeless here. If you're saying that that's your village, then that's an issue. I mean, because there's some friends that you're not wholesome enough to hang around with my kids. We're cool, but no, you're not part of my children's village, So, going back to what you said, I feel like I'm kind of in between, because I feel like if I see a kid at the store and they hit their parent, I would be like, that's so mean. Don't do that to your mom. That's rude. You know what I mean? I feel like I would chime in and say that. That's so, don't be hitting your mom.
And I'll be that parent looking at her like,
who are you? No,
First off, my kid ain't gonna be hitting me in the store. Start there.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, but a random person just can't go and talk to other people's kids like that. Who are you to tell me? First off, you don't know if that kid is autistic. You don't know their circumstances. You don't know what's going on. So for you, on the outsider, just seeing that one scenario, it's not okay for you to chime in. You don't know me. I haven't let you in for you to know our situation.
True.
And yes, a kid hitting their parent may seem really odd, but you don't know anything about anything.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, Yeah. What about family?
No.
No.
No. And we're different on that.
Because yes.
We're different on certain disciplining.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, don't touch my kids. I don't care. And
Like,
she's
what do you
like,
mean?
as far as spanking.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't want you spanking my kids.
No.
And
Because they're too old. If they were
They're
younger,
little. No.
I'd be like, what are you doing? If they did something wrong, they're getting their butt whooped.
Not mine.
Yes.
She would get her butt whipped.
No.
Best believe she would get her butt whipped.
No.
And my kids would tell her, guess what? My mom's gonna whip your butt.
And I would be like, I don't care. I'm not afraid of your mom. I'm not.
Hell no.
I'm not. But our kids are different ages, so I mean they're not a vast difference, but they're not at the age where like, hey, I'm gonna get the belt.
But she's
I've never got the
okay
belt.
though with that. She's okay with you're okay with, like if a family, because we're speaking family now, that if a family member would spank your child.
Yes, depending on the family.
There's no
member.
dependence. For me,
it's that village. This village can these people, this section in the village, you're okay to spank my child. You guys, if you spank my child, I'm gonna cut your neck.
Don't put hands on my kids.
Yeah.
Or I'm putting hands on you.
Yeah. But then like I'm like seriously, I'm the kind of like for me, if you're out of turn, I'm gonna tell you. I don't care if you're my family, I'm going to tell you. If you're one of the kids, I'm gonna tell you. And they may look at me like, well, I'm gonna tell my mom on you. Go ahead and tell your mom. I don't care. I don't care.
It's I just gotta chill.
Oh gosh. She's like, that's it. They're not ever having a summer party over here without me.
No, that wasn't related to that. I just gotta chill though. But no. As far now, when with family, they can speak and correct, yes. But when it comes to the physical aspect of it, no. For me.
Yeah. I understand that.
But of course, with family, yes, they can correct, because yes, they are part of the village.
But as we know, not every family member can correct, because we got some people that were just like, no, you should have been corrected when you were little. You were raised by the wrong village for sure. Yes. That's a whole other video.
Mm-hmm.
If that one ever gets made. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, you can't your village isn't just who is in your neighborhood, who you're walking at, who's at the store. Your village is the people that you particularly choose. And I think one of the reasons that has become such a big thing, that, you know, we're choosing people instead of our village just being who it is because of everything that's going on in this world. I mean, like we said, I mean, you got prostitutes out there, you got hoes, you got hoteps. You know, I have to say that. We see you. Don't talk to me. We gotta do a video about hoteps, but don't talk to me about holding up, you know, black people and this and that, and you're so hotep and your hotepery. But then at the next thing you know, you're on Facebook and you're pimping somebody.
Or you'd be like, "What's up, nigga?"
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So you are not part of my village because
No.
you're not consistent with your thought process.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And
Just because we're black does not mean you're part of my village.
Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're part of my village. Just because you're blood doesn't mean you're part of my village.
Exactly.
And so for people to go around, bringing it back to the original reason why we even thought about this, when people go around thinking, I'm so great, I can just go and correct other people's kids because I feel I'm so great and I know what I'm doing, that I don't think that's a great way to just go about thinking about things. First off, you need to take some air out your head a little bit, because you're not so great. If you're thinking like that, then you got a lot of things you need to work on.
And do you think that maybe they should bring it up to the parent before I mean, obviously you think they shouldn't bring it up to the kid, but like, hey, I saw your kid stealing some Cheetos from the store.
Yeah.
Or, you know, would you rather them say, hey, I saw your kid stealing something from the store, or would you rather stop them and be like, don't be doing that? I mean, there's different scenarios too.
If someone saw my kid stealing something from the store, they would, first off, my kids aren't going to be doing that.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But I mean, that's all about age too.
Is it?
Because if and our kids don't go to the store without us.
True.
So that's it's kind of a different
Okay, so
thing.
if they were 16, 17 years old and they're stealing, would you want someone to be like, hey, you shouldn't be stealing that? And if your kid makes the decision to steal, they're going to go ahead and steal it. But would you have rather them not say anything because, like, well, you know, I don't think I should. Is that considered correcting them?
I guess that can be. I mean, of course, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking more on the younger kid level.
Yeah. Okay.
But in a situation like that, yes, I can see.
We're trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that becomes legal and everything too.
Yeah. Don't be hitting someone. Don't hit my child because you saw my child like kicking dirt in someone else's face. Like, you're not allowed to do that. I understand. Like, and I think that's probably what this person was getting at. Like, if your child is doing something bad, I'm gonna be like, hey, blah 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 blah, do this, and it's like, no, that's not okay. So I think it really depends on the circumstance. It does.
I think it's just you need to know the parents that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of these people aren't even parents.
Oh yeah, let's get there.
Yeah.
Let's get there. Yeah, this started from someone that's. I mean, don't get mad at this when you watch this video. You know who you are. But they don't even have kids, you know? And I know before I had kids, I had all these grandiose thoughts of parenting, but I knew not to ever go and tell other people what I thought was right. I had enough sense not to do that. But in my head, I'm like, they're doing that out there. They should be doing this. They should be doing this. They should do this. Until I had my own kids.
Yeah. But some things is common sense, even if you're not a parent. Some things are common sense. And so I can understand that aspect of, well, you know, you shouldn't be doing this because that's not right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, who are you as a parent not to tell parents what to do and about their kids and stuff? I mean, some people may have that gift of they might be giving the right advice, but as a parent, you're kind of like, shut up because you don't even know what's going on.
You don't know the situation. You don't know the situation. You don't, like I said, you don't know that kid that is being, hold on, we just got a little disturbance. You don't know why that kid is acting out to begin with. You know, and a lot of times, you know, working with kids, I understand that you need to sometimes step back and find out why they're acting out, because a lot of times it's not necessarily what your original thought is.
Yeah. Sometimes they're acting out because of you as the parent. A lot of times that's where it comes from. It starts with the parent, really, and what they are allowing in the home and around them, what they are allowing in their village.
Yes.
You know? So I think that's it.
That's it.
I mean, we're pretty much saying the same thing. But yeah, just be mindful of what you say to children, how you react to them in certain situations. You have to think about like get down to what happened first before you even start trying to like scold them in any sort of way as someone who is not part of their family.
Yes.
And another thing, don't forget to comment. You guys, we get comments in our message box. Just comment below. Don't be privately messaging us saying this, that. Have a conversation.
Yes.
It's good to see what other people are saying so that you guys can have a healthy conversation about that. Like and share, and we will definitely try to have more chats. We bring to you, we don't just go online and look at this stuff. This is stuff that we actually talk about. And that's why we're Sister Chat. Sister Chat.
And make sure that you are vetting those people that are around your kids. You know, don't just let anybody say, you know, hey, I took college courses. And I mean, there's a lot of creepy people out there there's a lot of people who seem great and they ain't doing great things in the shadows.
Yeah.
You got to be vigilant as far as checking to see who's around your kids.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you may have taken child courses, but we know you're demons. Maybe you're taking those child courses so you could be like, oh, now I know what to do to get the kids on my side.
so that's all.
That's it. All right, so we see you guys next time. Don't forget, like, share, comment below, not in our private message box, okay?
Okay.
And if the shoe is pinching you, then you need to get your act together. Ciao.